Hey guys, Civilord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins MiniComic Tri-Klops. Now before we get into it here, let's first take a look-see at both the front and the back of the packaging. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now before we get into the meat and taters of this review, Tri-Klops does come with a reprint of the original comic that first came with the vintage Tri-Klops, the Terror of Tri-Klops. Now I know that this is a 40-year-old comic now, and spoiling it is kind of irrelevant as far as time goes, but if you want to know the story inside, gotta get your own, man. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. That said, we get some awesome MOTU cover art as always, and some cross-sell action on the back. So with that being said, Tri-Klops also comes with the Power of Grayskull glow-in-the-dark ring, which I don't think glows all that well. I might throw a picture in the video showing you guys how well it glows, but it does open here somewhere. There we go. On the inside it says, Masters of the Universe! That said, if you are wondering, it does fit on my finger. Should I leave that there for the entire review? Nah. That said, it doesn't fit a lot of you guys out there because y'all got sausage fingers. That said, Tri-Klops also comes with his trademark sword, which can store in his back accordingly. I gotta tell ya, I love this back sheath better than the standard release because of the angle. It makes more sense. If you're gonna draw a sword, it makes more sense to pull it out this way than to kind of pull it up and over and all around, and it just doesn't work, man. Taking a closer look at our MiniComic inspired Tri-Klops here, the winner of the MOTU fan vote. And actually, before I get too far ahead of myself here, I'd like to give a shout out to my good buddy Evil Villain for hooking me up with this figure for a killer price. I'll leave a link in the description below to his Instagram. Head on over there, give him a follow, be nice, don't be a dick, let him know Overlord sent ya. Moving on to the review at hand though. I really like this figure, man. I almost think I like this more than the original, even though I'm not crazy about these colors. This straight up looks like a Skittles bag barfed on him, but at the end of the day, it is very Christmassy. So I gotta give him credit for being festive, because it is Christmas in July season after all, even though that holiday is not real and it's just some bullshit-ass commercialism that corrupts us into buying shit we don't need. Yeah, this review got dark, didn't it? As far as articulation goes, the head is on a double ball peg. Works pretty well. He does have the rotating visor here. So you got the red eye, you got the blue eye, you got the green eye. And I do have to say, I think the visor is also a different sculpt, much like the armor, which is very surprising. I did not expect that before. I thought the torso was just this dark color, and then this was just the same armor we got before, but no, he has a straight up harness piece or a bandolier piece going across his torso and everything, so that's really nice. His shoulders do kick out to the side, they go back down, forward and back. He's got the single joint at the elbow with rotation, swivel at the wrist with a hinge, waist swivel, hips kick out to the side, kick back down. Ooh, a little stuck there. Kick back down, kick forward and back. He does have single joint at the knee, but they are pretty loose on this figure, so I'm going to have to maybe put some adhesive in there, tighten that up a bit. Does have a swivel at the knee as well. Then he does have a boot cut with a hinge at the foot, which is kind of tight on this side. Hold on, there we go. And a very steep ankle rocker. Not a fan of that. I think the ankle rocker worked a little bit better on the standard release. That said, it should be worth noting he does have the Keldor boots. And while I do like the sculpt of these boots, I think these are really nice boots, and the paint is pretty clean on this figure for the most part, considering how bright and vibrant and in your face he is with colors. I don't care for how the ankle rocker is placed on the boots, on the feet, I should say. It's very steep and doesn't give you the best range. In order to really get it to function well, you gotta move his boot in like that much, and that just doesn't look good, man. Especially when the boots are the way they are. They have this big raised piece in the front, cocking that off to the side. It looks like his foot's broken, so not ideal there. I wish they could tweak this a little bit, but I'm not sure if they can, just because of where the hinge is placed in this boot sculpt. So it is what it is. If I had one nitpicky gripe thing to say about this figure, it would be that, and the fact that it was a stupid Mattel Creations exclusive. Mattel Creations, as far as I'm concerned, could suck a big old bag of dicks, because it's absolutely terrible as far as trying to get stuff goes. I've managed to luck out through the help of friends and stuff getting these figures, but it shouldn't have to be that way. You should just be able to go on, buy what you want, and get the hell out, man. Why has it got to be so damn difficult? I don't know, maybe I'm just that one guy who wants people to actually get what they want when they take the time to try and get it, you know? But with all that being said, I still really like this figure and all of its shortcomings, so I guess I really have no room to talk, right? With all that being said, let's now move on and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's our Mattel Creations exclusive MiniComics Tri-Klops next to the standard retail release of Tri-Klops based off the original vintage figure. And while I don't hate this look for Tri-Klops, I much prefer the more unique and interesting look that he had going for him in the original MiniComics. That, I think, the MiniComics version of Tri-Klops, at the time anyways, was a much more unique character for Tri-Klops overall. That said, you guys know me, you know I rock with 2000X all the way. Don't get it twisted. As far as I'm concerned, Tri-Klops is still always going to be the tech guy. Next up, here he is alongside a couple other evil warriors as they appeared in the original MOTU MiniComics for the most part. I know these are Lords of Power inspired figures, but I call them MiniComic figures anyways because there's not a whole lot different between the two. That said, having both Beastman and Merman here alongside good old Tri-Klops makes me really excited for when we finally get that MiniComics Trapjaw. That said, fingers crossed, it too is not also a Mattel Creations exclusive. And last but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, Living Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and this may come as a bit of a shocker to some of you, but I actually do prefer this much more flamboyant, I mean, let's not kid ourselves, version of good old Tri-Klops as far as the Origins line is concerned. Because again, you guys know me, I'm 2000X all the way. That's what I grew up on. That's what I'm always going to prefer. But as far as these MOTU Origins figures are concerned, I much prefer these mini-comic looks for a lot of the characters, especially characters like Merman and Beastman, who just look a lot tougher in their mini-comic looks. That said, if there is one thing Mattel is doing right with these mini-comic characters, it's shelling out the cash to make them look a lot different from their vintage toy-inspired counterparts. That said, the only real nitpick I have with this figure, other than some joint looseness here and there, which is just the nature of the beast at this point, these are recycled molds after all, is the fact that it was a Mattel Creations exclusive. And there are plenty of people out there who missed out on this figure who may not have a chance to get it, and that just kind of bums me out, dude. I don't think it helps the line. I don't think it does anything good for the line other than piss a lot of people off. So, Mattel, you ever watch this, please knock off the Mattel Creations bullshit. Nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to deal with the chase, the hunt, the trying to get through the captcha thing. I mean, what the hell is the point of that anyways? As far as I'm concerned, that's just a roadblock to screw you over from getting $1. We'll talk about that in a later video. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are so inclined, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. while you're at it, don't forget to hit out my good buddy Evil Villain over on Instagram. Again, I will leave a link in the description below to said Instagram. Head on over there, give him a follow, let him know Overlord sent you. And while you're at it, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Overlord Productions. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when, well, we got to deal with such awesome things like Mattel Creations. I mean, seriously, what the hell is going on over there? And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. And before I sign off, here is a close-up look at the glow-in-the-dark ring. Once again, as promised, overall, it actually glows pretty good. Kind of giving me some Black Cauldron vibes, if I'm being completely honest with you. But with all that being said, until next time, catch you guys later.